So, it's been a full year since my last video upload. For productive reason, I'd like to get into what I've been doing for this past year when it comes to my personal spiritual practice, my current spiritual healing business, what I've been doing in Hedera, and where we're going to be heading with our new YouTube channel, Source Code. So definitely check out this video if you're new or a recurring subscriber, if you're curious about any of those topics. And if you've heard me talk about Starfall and you're not aware of what I've been doing in Hedera, definitely stay until the end to see an animated trailer. We've made a lot of progress. Hi, my name is Anthony Gallo. I am a certified non-dual Kabbalistic healer. I'm a Reiki practitioner, an occult practitioner. Technically, I'm back to being a black magician, and also the founder of the Starfall V project within the Hedera ecosystem. So if you're someone who's been following this channel for the past few years, you've heard about me talk about Starfall a lot. That is where my focus has primarily been for the past year. That's why I haven't made any videos. Starfall, for anyone that's not aware, it's a story about an AI, Sammy, having a spiritual awakening during a zombie outbreak in the future. It's an idea that I've always had for 20 years in my head. And with the advancement with AI, I've been able to bring Starfall into reality. And because I understand how to prompt AI accordingly, I get very good results. A much higher standard than the AI slop. You'll see, there's no need for this. There kind of is a lot of slop. Point is, I went all in with Starfall and I managed to meet a lot of great people in Hedera and make something really incredible. And Starfall is now a digital comic within the Hedera ecosystem and is about to become an animated series on YouTube and on Twitter. So while that's been a lot of fun, and while that's been very fulfilling in a lot of ways that I wasn't even aware were possible of happening for me, there's still been a big lack in my personal life and in my practice. And that is the fact that I have not been focusing not only on my practice, but my spiritual content nearly as much. So this video and the new channel Source Code is going to be the balance for that, where it's going to be one channel where you're going to be able to watch the animated videos of Starfall and also the different occult tree of life topics, tree of death topics. It's going to be a combination of me sharing my own personal experiences when it comes to beings like Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Ganesh, beings on the positive side of things, and then my experiences with beings on the negative side of things, the primordial chaos beings like Lilith, Samael, Sephirans, Lucifer, just to name a few. So if you are a subscriber of mine, you'll notice that that's a big shift from the last time I talked about this stuff a year ago. And the reason why, to put it very bluntly, I initiated myself into the Qlippoth, the tree of death, and woke up to the fact that it was one big coping mechanism for power. And that made me walk away from it, because coping mechanisms just keep you numb to something that you're running away from. That being said, I started a process that needs to be finished. I do need to integrate all the different realms within the Tree of Death. The Tree of Death, it's the mirror of the... hold on. I came prepared. So the Tree of Life, this is a map of reality, of what many people would call Universe A. This is a map of heaven. There is a Tree of Life within all of us, and within this Tree of Life is also another Tree of Life within every realm. It's very fractal and multidimensional. So here we are in Malkut, right? each realm within the tree is a different state of being and a different realm within the higher dimensions of reality. Now, on the quite literal flip side is the tree of death. It's a little bit smaller. Don't let that influence your perspective on anything. It's just how resolution goes. So the tree of death is the inverse of the tree of life. It is the mirror reflection. In Kabbalah, these different realms are known as the shells or the husks around their tree of life counterpart. So for example, Yesod, which represents the psyche and the fourth density and the astral realm, ruled by Archangel Gabriel. Its tree of death counterpart is Gamaliel, which is the shadow side of the astral realm, ruled by Lilith. A lot of people in Kabbalah will talk about how Yesod is about connection and foundation, and when you're struggling with addiction, you're struggling within Yesod. Gamaliel is able to explain that further. The more you understand Gamaliel, the more you're able to understand addiction. It's known as the obscene one. So this is where a lot of suppressed sexual urges and suppressed addictive desires are. So I like to look at it as this is a map of light and heaven and the conscious. This is a map of hell and chaos and darkness and the unconscious. So the goal within integrating all the different realms of hell is, if you're able to connect to the different realms and different tunnels of Set that exist within hell and the tree of death, the more you're able to see what parts of you are a match to all these different qualities. A lot of people in the left-hand path, they like to do this so that they can feel power. That was one of the reasons why I was doing it. That being said, if you're able to finish this, and if you're able to integrate all the way to Thaumiel, the Black Crown, and beyond, and go even further than the Tree of Death, you have an opportunity to alchemize all those different parts of you that are a match to these different realms and these different tunnels. You make the unconscious conscious, which in my perspective, especially someone that studies Carl Jung's work, that's one of the primary reasons for existence. This is a lot of stuff that has to do with Lucifer. This is quite literally being the light bringer, bringing light to darkness. And that's something that's very important to me. So I'm going to be talking about that a lot. So if you're someone that's very interested in these occult topics, then this is fantastic for you, because I get very excited about this, because I know a lot of people that talk about this, and then I know a lot of people that talk about this. I only know a few occult practitioners that talk about both. Saphira Shamanism is one. He's actually taken a lot of notes from his work. You can find him on YouTube. He is a very wise, talented man, and you don't want to, in my opinion, you don't want to focus on this too much, because you will suppress these aspects of you, and then they will just bubble up to the surface in other ways. You don't want to focus on this too much, because then you'll just go insane, and that doesn't help anybody. But when you're able to integrate both the Tree of Life and the Tree of Death, you are able to tap into the angelic streams of consciousness that are flowing through and around all of us, and the demonic streams of consciousness that are flowing through and around all of us, and you're able to bring them together. And I just think that's very beautiful. We all have both. And to me, this is the ultimate meaning of know thyself. And as someone that practices non-duality, where I try to hold two separate things that are opposites and bring them together so a third thing can occur, this is the ultimate of that. And I really believe that it's my purpose to study this and have a first-hand experience of it, and then teach other people about it that are trying to do the same thing. So, look forward to content like that. Look forward to the animated Starfall series. look forward to music. I also make music now. I do a lot of things with AI. You go to Spotify, Apple Music, any music streaming platform, even TikTok. Look up Silent Architect. You'll find the Starfall soundtrack right there. You can also book a session with me. Like I said, I am a Reiki practitioner. I am a certified non-dual Kabbalistic healer. I provide 30-minute and full-hour sessions for people. I also provide a free consultation for anybody that's curious and would like to see what else it is that I provide. You can go to starfallv.com and book a session right there if you'd like. There are a lot of cool updates that are coming to the Starfall website. You can also chat with our AI Sammy and learn more about the digital comic that I'm working on in Hedera. And just whether it's my creative stuff or my practice, there will be a lot of information and cool things you can do there. So links will be in the description. We also have a TikTok page and a Twitter account. We have a lot going on. I'm a very busy man these days. But it's been a blast, and I'm really excited to be back on YouTube because there's so much good stuff to talk about here, and it's just really exciting to integrate this stuff and just share about it. So yeah, make sure to follow and subscribe to the new YouTube channel, Source Code. This channel, unless you're watching this on Twitter, this will also be on Twitter, but if you're watching this on YouTube, this is gonna stay my personal account. For algorithm reasons, I have to start new. So if you actually want to see the content I'm talking about, you're gonna have to go to the Source Code YouTube channel, which will be in the description. But with that being said, I hope you're having a fantastic day. And whether you're here for the Tree of Life stuff, the Tree of Death stuff, or the AI animations of Starfall, I hope you find what it is that you're looking for. So have a nice day.